So I am currently tapering right now from 0.86 milligrams of subutext to 0.60 of subutext. Basically, I started tapering a while ago. Like when I first started, I was on a 6 milligrams, and then I went down to 2 milligrams pretty quickly, and then I kind of like stayed there for a while. Then I went back up to 6, and then back down again to 2, and then this last year I've kind of been at like 1.5, and then I came across the suboxone group on Reddit, and basically got a lot of motivation there and support from people, and decided to do a taper of where I was at, just where I was at, which was like 1.5 to 0.86. I don't know why that's the number I chose, but I just kind of did. And so I went down from that, and it was, it wasn't super bad, but it was, it was pretty mild withdrawals. I think it was a pretty high jump. It was only bad for not bad. I wouldn't say bad. It was manageable. I had like hot and cold chills, abdominal cramps, sweating. I was emotional. The emotional part was really difficult for me. I don't know what it is about withdrawing, but it always takes me back to like my past of like withdrawing and being on heroin and having those withdrawals, and those were much worse. But for some reason, it always brings some memories back for me. But the emotional part was the worst. I didn't have too much anxiety, a little bit. And I didn't really take any helper meds at all. So then basically I cut, after that, after like 7 to 10 days, I finally was stabilized, but all the worst symptoms were gone after the 4th-ish, 5th day. So it didn't last too long at all. And it was pretty minimal, like compared to my past, like when I went through heroin withdrawal. So then now I'm on day 1 of my taper from 0.86 to 0.60, and it's been almost like 3 weeks since I came down from 1.5 to 0.86. And I find most of the my motivation from being on the subreddit group on Reddit. Sorry, I'm just tired. And I'm a little bit anxious. Anyways, but it's day 1, and I decided to do that because I got a lot of motivation from this Reddit group, which is really great. I cannot recommend it enough. So basically, I am on day 1, and I'm feeling, it's hard because I was taking about 0.66 in the morning and then 0.20 in the afternoon. So I didn't take my afternoon dose today. And I mean, obviously it's all mental at this point because I'm not experiencing any physical withdrawals. But, I don't know what it is. It's just there's the fear, and then there's, the wondering how bad the withdrawals will be, and, all the stuff that goes with this. But I've been working up my motivation. I'm going to try to do my best and see how bad they are, and then just document how I feel from here on out. I saw a couple other people's videos, and those give me a lot of hope. I mean, I want to be able to help people with this, obviously. Like, this is not an easy thing to do. I've been on this medication for almost 5 years just because, out of fear. And I haven't had great experiences with doctors. I haven't really found a doctor that's very knowledgeable about suboxone, and I've been through like 3 of them. So, it's kind of like I feel like I'm doing this on my own, which is why I really like that Reddit group, because it just makes me feel like, okay, there's a bunch of other people that are going through the same thing, and they're doing their best to come off of this medication and help other people while doing it. And it really helps you understand that, yes, there are horror stories, and yes, it can be difficult to taper off this medication, but it can be done. And I'm currently in the process of trying to do it. I've kind of been contemplating jumping off completely from this higher dose, but obviously people say, like, don't do that, like, it's too hard, you're just putting yourself through unnecessary pain. But a big part of me, like, really wants to come off this medication, and I feel a lot of motivation to do so. So I'm debating it, but I don't think I have the guts to do it. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna come back on here maybe in a couple more days and say like and talk about how I'm feeling, what symptoms I'm going through, be a lot more specific because I did journal about my last experience and I did write a post on Reddit about that, like very detailed, all the withdrawal symptoms I've had, like how bad they were, how long they lasted, which days, you know what I mean, very specific. So if anyone wants that, I will just message me or comment and I will comment back about it. But yeah, if anyone else is going through this, I wish you a lot of luck and a lot of support. And you can do it, and I can too. And so here's day 1 of tapering below. So